You can peel an egg one-handed, if you really want to, or perhaps if you need to. Like, say there's a small voice diligently screaming there is absolutely no other option. Trust me, you'll figure it out. It will be painfully slow and require an incredible amount of concentration for something that, if circumstances were ideal, could be accomplished without nearly the effort. But what's the use in wishing it were any other way? Surrendering to the inconvenience of the present moment and repeatedly assuring oneself that it's meant to be exactly this way, regardless of all the ways it could be improved, is the surest way to rise above the inescapable torment of human existence. Let it sink in. Not that it's easy, or even natural. What feels more natural is taking the egg and grinding it under your boot until what's left is a mishmash of unrealized potential, an act that would gloriously provide instantaneous release from the confines of limitlessness. The problem with instant gratification is that it always doubles back, a boomerang of cost benefits that inevitably tisk you in the back of the head, just as you confidently turn on your heels. I think about it a lot. How often have we all sacrificed a lifetime in the heat of the moment? Too many times to believe it's a coincidence. Too many times to pretend that it has the potential to be anything other than a near immediate letdown. Of course, as inciting as it sounds, the simple truth is just this. It is what it is. Hariom Tat Sat. We couldn't have done better. I know I couldn't. I've tried, in earnest, to be the best in every way possible. Yet I haven't just fallen short. I've fallen into despair. An unfixable state where the war between my heart and mind wages incessantly on. Where the gunk, gunking up the gears overhead, oozes down onto the gears below, an impenetrable goo that even the slightest act of creation is first forced to slog through. So now what? Turn on the TV? Self-help book myself into oblivion? Take some ibuprofen? Helps with all kinds of things. Organize the hall closet? Again? Who even goes in there anyway? It's all such a mystery. Just one right after the other. I've been latent in finding a solution, hoping instead that the gods would bestow me with some clear direction. Maybe a note under my pillow, written in Featherlight Cursive, explaining precisely what should be done next. Instead, I've become like an overgrown puppy left on a camping tie-out too long. First, I whined and tried to look cute. Then I paced frantically back and forth, vainly hoping others would take note of my obvious discontent. Aware that I couldn't escape through traditional means, I began digging random holes, little ones here, big ones over there, anything to trick myself into thinking what I was doing was actually productive. Eventually, as a final attempt at avoiding resignation, I just began tearing it all apart. Anything within reach became fair game. The trampoline, the drip system, the fence, the hose to the fish pond, even those who came with the intent of freeing me. I greeted them with such anxiety-riddled gratitude that it only pushed them away, delaying what we both knew was the next necessary step. Frankly, I'm still in this phase, with an ever-increasing gnawing sensation demanding to be sated. But how? Where can I go? What can I change? Who will help? Who will hold my hand as the pieces I've broken, through my own breakdown, are surgically wired back into place? All I know is that I don't know. And when I don't know, all I know is to be still. To look for you in everything I see. To force myself out of my cave of comforts and collapse next to the hum of the collective hive, where each bee carries a different vibration of existence. The high-pitched buzz of being on guard, the casual gait of being weighted down by abundance, the zip-zam-zoom of an ever-pressing agenda. And maybe, my favorite, the curiously lackadaisical worker, whose off-paced dips and dives speak to an undercurrent of fleeting uncertainty, which, when observed long enough, without interruption, culminate into a resonant beauty far beyond any rational comprehension.